I just wanted to take a quick second here to show you my technique. You see that screw right there and the other one right there, and I had one right there in that hole right there. That was my third, and I got a third and fourth hand here I needed. That would hold it, the end of the wood up close to the ceiling within a half inch or so. And then that would allow me to support it there. And then, as you can see, and I've been using that new floor jack I bought as not a floor jack but a ceiling jack on top of my ladder, and I put a piece of wood on it kind of to spread out the pressure. And that way allows me to jack it up close to the ceiling, real close. Then I can bump it around so I can get these, nice tight seams here and get this up tight against that back wall so that I can bring like my wall up to it. So I get a nice seal there, minimize my amount of caulking and sealing that I'm going to have to do. It takes a little time, but I'm by myself, so I have to make do with what I got going on. But that's how I've been getting it up there. Now I got to finish screwing this up now. But what I've been doing too is I'd work this whole strip here. So right here, all screws, and then I'll work the middle area, and then I'll work the outer edge last. What that'll do is lets me keep my board flat without, because you see the insulation is creating a little bit of a bow in it. But that way I can suck things up and keep the board flat and not have that bow that I'm trying to squeeze out. So anyway, that's my technique. That's what I'm using right now, just to try to get by here to get this ceiling up. It's going pretty good. I'm pretty happy with the outcome so far. It's looking pretty sweet. So let's get back after it, because I want to put the back wall piece up next, and that way I'll have a total of, I think, 7 boards up, which would be awesome. And then I'm going to come back over here and start working my way up this area. All right, and then consume the materials I have for now, and then I'll have to go pick up some more materials. Let's get back after it. Okay folks, it's moving along quite nicely. We're about 10 hours in now into this project of total time. I want to show you basically how I'm hooking up my lights up here. So what I've done is I'll be running conduit between my boxes here, and these are 200 watt LED lights that I'm hanging here. Simple, neat, yet elegant, we'll call it. But as you can see how it's going to turn out, I'm putting them every 6 feet throughout the whole shop. So I'm going to go 3 wide and all the way to the front of the shop 3 wide. And so far from what I can see, it gives me some ample lighting. I turn it off here. It's hard to see. Let me turn this other light off. The camera doesn't really do it justice because there's a lot of natural light coming in right now, and the thing can adjust. But yeah, it actually is going to be, it gives me a lot of visibility that I didn't have before. So, and I'll be evenly spread, and it should last a long time. So yeah, that's, like I said, 10 hours in. Let's keep moving forward. All right, folks, we are into this job about 25 hours now, and we've got the entire back wall completed. We've got almost half the ceiling done on this part. I got what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 more sheets of OSB to put up on the insulation to put up on this half of the shop, and then I'll be working in the front half. And then I got the wall over here I got to finish up to get to the support beam, and I'll officially be halfway done. This has been probably the worst part of the shop to do because I've had to deal with my wind power panel, pulling that loose, a lot of detail work around there. Same way with my electrical panel over there. I got to button that back up yet. It just takes a lot of extra time to go around those things and outlets and pull wiring, put wiring back in. But I've been doing this as I go. I've been doing the insulation. I've been doing the insulation, then OSB, and then the electrical, like you see on the lights, as I've been going along. I've been moving along at that pace just to try to have it completed as I work my way forward, because I've got so much stuff in my shop right now. I'd have to move everything twice to try to get all this stuff done. If I insulated and then did all the insulation, all the OSB, then all the electrical, it would take me a long time, just for the simple fact I'd have to move everything twice, 3 times even. So I've just been working it as I go. But cool part is I finally got me right there, hanging furnace, heater hanging in my garage now, or my shop now, so I can actually, when I'm out here, it's starting to start turning cold here the next few days, or real cold, below freezing again. I had a really good weekend this weekend where it was in the upper 40s, which was nice. But the cool part is I'm going to get, I can actually come out here and throw that on to throw a little warmth in the room while I'm finishing up the rest of it. It's not even worth trying to heat right now, just for the simple fact I got half the building, the upper corners are wide open as far as the breathability of the building. So until I get insulation up in there and start sealing off the corners with insulation, it's not worth trying to keep it hot in here. But we're making progress. So this will be probably I think part 2 of this video. Well, we've got a heck of a mess out here right now. After doing all the stuff I've done, I've got stuff laying everywhere. It's time to stop, regroup, and clean up my shop and get it back to organized out here before I start the other half. But we've been having fun. It's been a lot of work. This old man's got some sore muscles, some sore bones. Been doing some things I don't normally do every day. So get you a little tender in your back and in your arms and your shoulders. All this overhead work I've been doing has been a little brutal. So, but yeah, I'm so happy. I'm excited to get this done. I know this is a lot of time lapse, but there's not a lot of detail to show you. But it's fun to watch time lapse. I enjoy it just to see things progress and move along what I did in 20 hours takes about 15 minutes to do. So in video world. So anyway, well, we'll see you on the next video, on part 3, as we continue to move forward on the shop to try to get it completed before winter get really deep into winter, and I can keep this thing toasty warm. Well, when I say toasty warm, if it's 50 to 55 degrees in here, that's good working weather for me. That's why I can be in short sleeves, because right now it's sitting at 51 out here right now, which isn't too awful. Once you actually get to working on stuff, I actually end up having to take my hat off because I just get too hot. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for the next one. We got lots more to come. When I do anything kind of unique or different, I'll let you know. We might go into detail on this Dyna Glo electric furnace once I get moving forward on it, once I get to know a little more about it, and we'll see how well it runs and how efficient it is. So, and if it can keep up, because it's a 25,000 BTU electric furnace. So until next time, folks, have some fun out there. Michael out.